This is a More in the Know special report. Hi, I'm Sammy, your favorite backwards hat baby with big opinions and zero nap schedule. Breaking weird news, the paranormal world has lost one of its most respected voices, and we're here to honor him. Let's get more in the know, shall we?
Hey, weirdlings! Today we're talking haunted dolls, paranormal investigations, and a real-life loss that's shaken the supernatural world. We're talking about the Annabelle doll. Yes, the real one. And the sudden, mysterious death of Dan Rivera, the investigator who took her on tour.
Wait, took her on vacation? That doll was out in the world? Riding in an Uber and stuff?
Not quite, but yes. She was on tour. Rivera was bringing pieces of the Morin Occult Museum, including the real Annabelle doll, to events across the country, and not in a carry-on either. This doll had a display case, holy water, 3 crosses tacked on her case, and a whole security protocol.
Okay, so who's this guy, Dan Rivera? Just some dude with a ghost meter?
More like the guy. Dan was a U.S. Army vet, a lead investigator with the New England Society for Psychic Research. That's NESPR, the group started by Ed and Lorraine Warren. He took their legacy seriously and helped preserve the museum's most infamous artifacts, including Annabelle.
Like those OGs from The Conjuring, right?
Exactly. After the Warrens passed, Dan stepped up to help preserve their collection of haunted artifacts and keep their mission alive through NESPR. He wasn't just watching shadows, he was teaching people about belief, protection, and the real stories behind the fear. He was deeply respected in the field, a regular on TikTok, appeared in Netflix's 28 Days Haunted, and really believed in educating people about the dangers and stories behind haunted objects. Dan believed the paranormal wasn't just entertainment, it was a space for education. He helped build NESPR into a respected name again, launched the Devils on the Run tour, and used platforms like TikTok to bring knowledge, warnings, and curiosity to younger audiences.
And he didn't just chase ghosts. He told their stories.
Yeah, he did. And he did so respectfully and with heart. He never mocked the legends. He gave them context. He also trained and mentored other investigators, helping people learn to protect themselves spiritually and emotionally while doing this kind of work.
Okay, but real talk. He took the Annabelle doll on a whole road trip?
Yup! He and NESPR launched the Devils on the Run tour in 2024, bringing Annabelle and other spooky artifacts to horror conventions and paranormal expos. The doll was kept in a special locked case at all times, allegedly even blessed before each tour.
I'm sorry, but if a doll needs that much supervision, maybe we just leave her in a vault. Forever. With snacks, maybe.
Oh, I'm not arguing, but the tour was a huge success. People lined up to see the real Raggedy Ann doll that inspired the movie legend. It was creepy, but fascinating. Sadly, on July 13th, while they were in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania doing the Devils on the Run tour, Dan was found unresponsive in his hotel room. His team had checked on him after he missed a meeting. EMTs tried CPR, but unfortunately, he passed away.
Wait, what? While on the tour? Dang, that's heavy.
Very. An autopsy is pending, but no foul play or injuries were reported. And no, the Annabelle doll wasn't in the room. She was secured somewhere else.
Still, though, spooky timing.
Yeah, it is. Gettysburg is one of the most haunted cities in the country. It's a town full of history, hauntings, and meaning. He'd just finished a successful stop on the tour. But here's what matters. Dan lived a life of passion, of purpose. He shared the strange with honesty and humility. And most of all, he showed us that curiosity, even when it scares you, is worth pursuing.
So what happens now? Is the doll going back into hiding? Can we throw her in a volcano?
Tempting. But no, NESPR has announced the tour will continue in Dan's honor. Upcoming stops are still scheduled through the fall, including at Scarefest in Kentucky. His team says he'd want people to keep learning, keep exploring, and stay curious.
He was like the Indiana Jones of haunted stuff, but with fewer snakes and more salt circles.
Yeah, he was. Dan believed in teaching people how to respect fear, not just fear it. He's left a big mark on the field. We'll come back to Annabelle and the haunted artifacts in a later episode. But for now, this moment's about Dan Rivera, a soldier, a researcher, a storyteller, and a man who made people just a little more brave in the dark. So whether you're into ghosts, legends, or just love a good mystery, keep asking questions, because you never know what's real until you investigate it. Stay curious, stay more in the know, and stay away from dolls that travel with their own priest. Catch you next time.
That's our special report. We'll be back soon with more oddities, conspiracies, and cookie crumbs. But today, we tip our tiny hats to a legend, Dan Rivera. See y'all later.